Hi, welcome to Cecil TV. I'm Doug Donnelly, and this is another episode of our community conversations. Today, we welcome Brittain Duckworth, who is a member of the band, the Baltimore band Whiskey Feathers. Um, they are a rock band, but so welcome, Brittain.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy
Uh,
to be here.
so, your band could be described as Americana, multiple influences and traditions and so forth. Where do you feel you fit into this now broad category of Americana?
Absolutely. So, Whiskey Feathers, we're an emerging roots rock band. We're, again, based in Baltimore, Maryland. We are blending different influences. So, rock, folk, Americana, rhythm and blues. And we're kind of combining that into a sound that's uniquely our own. We're taking those as influences, but we're not particularly trying to sound like any genre, I suppose. Just kind of being ourselves and kind of seeing where the music takes us and playing it how we hear it. So um, that has landed us in a space where it's hard to put us in any one bucket, which I think is a good problem to have. Um, but hard to pin down genre-wise. So they call us roots rock. And that's as close as we've been able to pin it down.
Right. Well, our last interview was with a what I guess what you would call a blues guy who was at Elkton Music Hall last
Okay.
week, Joe Walker, and he also calls himself a roots musician. So
Nice.
obviously the the spectrum is wide.
Yeah,
Um,
and roots is broad as well, right? Like there's blues, there's there's been enough history now to roots is all encompassing as well.
right. So what are some of the themes of your songs, lyric wise?
So we're really about bringing people together. Some themes, I think, we're big on community. We are. I've a space minor in space studies, so talk about kind of the cosmos, our place in it, and um, we definitely singing about the stars. We got songs called "I Am Stars." Um, uh, Sing about a song called "When the World Ends," where you foresee in 7 days that there's going to be kind of a uh, uh, potential meteor or kind of end of days event, and how you spend the rest of your days with your loved ones. That's a theme. Um, Definitely. Um, Kind of what we're after is connection, bringing people together, and it's high energy at times. It's all heartfelt, and uh, sometimes we kind of go through these peaks and valleys, but at the end of the shows and at the end of the songs, we're kind of all together on one page. So I think that would kind of describe it in a nutshell.
That's great. So what's the lineup of the band?
Yeah, so we've got myself. I play electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and write the music and lead vocals. Brittain Duckworth. You've got Jenny Fitchett on supporting vocals and keys. Lucas Chohani on lead electric guitar. You've got John Schroeder on bass guitar, and then EJ Thompson on drums. So we're a five-piece band. And then we've got Kendall Gelbach. She's had a baby recently. She's been out, but when she's back, she plays fiddle for us. She has been in the studio with us. We were recently in the studio recording. She's a studio sitting with us right now to keep it going on. our recording and production. But 5-piece strong right now, and hopefully 6-piece, back to 6-piece soon. But yeah, big full band.
Fiddle is a great thing to be able to call on now and
Yeah,
then. Some
absolutely.
songs just ask for it.
They really do, and it does just take it to another level for sure.
Uh, my band does some Lucinda Williams songs,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
we wish there are times we said, oh, we really could use a fiddle here, but
Yeah.
we don't know one.
Yeah, and it's hard to find somebody to do it well, and yeah, there's a lot of technique to it. So
So what where is well, I wanted to ask, where does your name come from?
it's a good question. So it stemmed from a misheard. Somebody said wispy feathers instead of whiskey feathers, and it was a seat cover on the a piano bench. Uh, and we needed a band name, and we had our first gig, and it was a week away, and they said uh, somehow we booked a gig without having a band name. And we were scrambling to get something quickly, and somebody was mentioning the seat cover indirectly. It wasn't really even the conversation of band names, and somebody misheard wispy feathers for whiskey feathers, and we said, hey, we kind of perked up and said, well, that works for now. Let's use that, and it's been that way ever since. It's sort of evolved, I think, um, through the kind of years. The Jenny and I, the keys player, we were a duo for a long time, and on a smaller scale before the band's really been around since um, we're about 3 years old this year, so it's still fairly young in the iteration we're in. Um, but since then, it's really evolved. We're singing um, kind of recently more about my been sober here for the past 3 years, and a lot of the members of the band really kind of through that party phase, if you will, and so it's taken on this different meaning of sort of whiskey and drink and feathers and the freedom and kind of release from the bottle, if you will.
Has the band from the beginning been all uh, original compositions?
Yes, yeah, we're an original band. We do our covers, we'll sprinkle them in there, and we do them in our own way for sure. We interpret them. We're not trying to recreate anything. We're not a jukebox by any means. We're definitely creators. So yeah, we're an original band.
Great. Uh, okay, so what to wind up here? What future activities does Whiskey Feathers have?
So we've been in the studio a lot. We're engaging here and putting out some new music. So we've got more releases ahead. Working on wrapping one up here for another single. Just released a single here in January. Little Diamond. Check that out. Sophomore album on the way in 2025. So we're very excited for what's ahead. We've got Elkton Music Hall coming up this Saturday, March 8th. And then we've got Moncton Music Fest coming up May 10th, Rowdy Rooster Fest the weekend after that, the 17th. And that is up in near Susquehanna River, so up Cecil Way. So check us out. Those are kind of close dates here. If you love high energy, heartfelt music, Saturday night is you're not going to want to miss the show here. Grab your tickets. We're at whiskeyfeathers.com. You can get them at elktonmusichall.com. And we're also going to be joined by an amazing Morin Trip band. They're out of Annapolis, kind of an Allman Brothers sound to them, but an original band and doing it kind of uniquely their own way. But somehow some Southern rock out of Annapolis, Maryland. And John Zorn band's going to be joining us from Baltimore as well. Sort of an alt country Americana artist as well. So all about bringing people together. If you're looking for a night of great music, community, good times. Elkton Music Hall is going to be the place to be this Saturday, so we hope to see you there.
It's great. It's certainly people do need to be together right now.
Absolutely, and I think music has done that for us through the ages.
Well, Brittain, we thank you for this, uh,
Thank you.
and people should get out there to Elkton Music Hall this weekend. And
Yes, please come see us.
I think I'll be able to make it there. Maybe I'll say
All right,
hello.
on.
All right.
Appreciate it and look forward to seeing you there, Douglas.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.